there's this magical flame going. There is a pile of notes here with all sorts of like, they said no pictures, but there are illustrations on these pictures, and a lot of them are like scribbled and X'd out, like almost like drafts that weren't accepted or whatever. There's a very nice scroll rolled up over here that is sitting in front of a box that looks like it's maybe like a box of cards, like a wooden box. And then there's this large wardrobe looking deal over here um, that is emanating that raw power.
Well, where are the notes are scribbled over here in the corner?
Yeah, these are the draft notes. There is the scrolls here that appears to be like a literary scroll, like they're very thick. It's not just like a simple one page. It's like a really long scroll that you can unroll.
I guess I'll pick up the scroll and unroll it a little bit and read the first couple lines.
I'm going to explore around, um, paying special attention to my blind sight within 10 feet. Um, because there was an echo in here. So maybe the echo is specifically coming from the wardrobe or something.
First sentence reads as so. The waves crashed against the ship. The small red-haired daughter of destiny rocked against the ship, unwitting to her destiny.
Is that Agatha?
That's what I think.
Unrolling it a bit more. I'm gonna scan it quickly for like names of people.
You scroll a little further, and something catches your eye. Speaking about on top of the roof, the brave hero casts the brightness of the sun on the nose of the vile vampire.
Oh.
Guys, I'm gonna kind of turn. I think this is written about us.
Is it the full prophecy?
What full like the prophecy about us?
Yes.
What the hell is it doing here in this random cabin in the middle of the woods?
Sounds like a good time. Should I send the caravan forward while we just check this stuff out?
I don't know if I want to read this.
Why?
I mean, I don't know. It just feels wrong.
There's also these papers down here, and then that wooden box of cards that's on the.
I would like to start going through some stuff, and before I do, though, I'm going to ask: is it okay if we read these books?
Who are you asking?
I
The
guess.
shrooms.
Like you're yelling out the window?
Yeah.
As you yell out and you're looking at them, it almost appears like they're statuettes again, like they're unmoving and still.
I'd like to look at the notes to see if maybe
Yeah, like see if there's
something strayed from what was written there.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Took note of it.
Yeah.
The
I was
first
gonna do the
page
same
you
thing.
pick up is this kind of X'd out. It looks like this drawing of a city or this like town that looks very similar to Shadowdale in the sense that it has the skull in the depiction with a large stone sticking in, and there's this massive four-headed, not five-headed, but four-headed dragon that's rampaging through the town, and it's just death and destruction everywhere, but it's been completely X'd out. Like,
Can I go to the very last line of the scroll? And I'm trying to avoid reading the whole thing. I just want to read the very last line that's written.
We win.
Yeah, right.
So the scroll is kind of magically enchanted in the way that there's, if you keep pulling, like it will keep coming. You could have reams and reams and reams beneath. So as you like go through, there are like a ton, and then as you pull past the last sentence, it's still like empty space beneath of it. And the last line reads as follows. I'll write it out for you.
But that's happened so recently, like us possibly stopping that four-headed dragon. Isn't that like the second in command to Tiamat that they were trying to raise?
Yeah, I'm assuming that it was what could have happened to Shadowdale if we weren't there, kind of a thing. Or it could have happened to us if we did a poor job.
He stood there in the living room of the Oracle, unsure whether he wanted to read ahead. The weary Aesmar's journey rife with horror. His caution seemed reasonable.
And Emus was going to promptly put down the
Uh.
scroll right away.
I would like to continue to look through the notes. I want to see what else possibly changed.
Looking through the notes, there appears to be about 4 main ones that would catch your eye. A lot of them don't seem to make sense. They're just things that like were crossed out that like people like you see. It's never like your guys' face is shown on the illustration. It's always kind of like just the back end of you, but it seems like you can kind of make out who's who based on the illustrations. There's a couple people that you have met like on these papers that you've never seen before, but it looks like there's like illustrations of you meeting people that are completely crossed out. There's another one that is like an army of elves and an army of dwarves that are riding and waging against an army of orcs. That one was crossed out. Um, there's like this city that seems to be like massively decimating. It's floating up in the sky and it's decimating the city below with all these dragons flying around it. And it seems much more detailed than the others, but even that one is scratched up and ripped out. And you do find one at the bottom of the pile that isn't X'd out, but it's circled, and all that appears is a portrait, and it is this stark image of what looks like Agatha.
So after I paused for Emus to find that last sentence because it seemed really interesting to me. But I want to send the caravan on. Like every minute that we spend not going is another minute of leisure we could have in the town. So, well, I'd say that part out loud. Like, I want to be able to be in the town sooner, so I'm gonna go send them on. With that, I'll start slow jogging off towards the caravan.
I don't want this scroll to get into the wrong hands. If it's really is about everything that we've done and everything that we do, think about how powerful this could be to our enemies.
True.
Like the implications there are massive.
What are you guys
I'm
doing?
interested in reading it.
Well, have at it, Glamousy, and Emus is gonna look at the like deck of cards that are next to the
As
scroll.
Amos, as you let go of the scroll, it auto like wraps itself up into that tight little tri-stack scroll situation. As you come over and check out the box, are you going to take the lid off of the wooden box?
Carefully and slowly, yes.
Una memento. I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Oh dear. Um, 1 second, I gotta get him out. It's always fun using die you never use. Let's see, let me make sure this is the right one. Yes, okay. 151.
What? Oh, 51. Okay. I thought you said, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and then a 50.
So as you look at the cards, it appears to be a stack of kind of tarot looking cards. The top one looks like this. This is kind of black mass with a gemstone on it.
Does the mass look like it could be an outline of a tract of land or a body of water?
It does.
I'm guessing then I don't recognize it.
Make a history check for me.
19 plus 0, 19.
You've heard legends of a certain deck of tarot cards that seem to have a will of their own that can disapparate and apparate to different areas throughout realms of existence and tend to put themselves where they feel that they might be used the most. It's possible that this might be that deck that is known as the deck of many things.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the box and I'll put the card back in it and close back up.
Oh, so you drew the card? So like I thought you were just looking down at the card.
No, no, no.
Did
Oh,
you
no.
actually pick
Okay.
up the card?
No, I didn't pick it up. I was looking down.
Okay. So you put the lid back on the box then?
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't. I'm gonna keep this one with me.
Is what you watch as he pockets this small wooden box of tarot cards, and you guys hear a rattling as this here shakes. This wardrobe looking thing begins to kind of shake and then settle back into place.
I just kind of cock my head quizzically in Emus's direction, but I don't say anything. And I look to the group now and I say, so I don't know how long this magic cottage is going to be here, but I really don't feel comfortable leaving our life story like this.
Maybe we should just take it with us for now and try to store it securely. Who knows? Maybe someday it could be useful. But
before you even finish speaking, I pick up the scroll.
I was already holding it because I
Oh.
wanted to read it.
Okay. Then I'm going to look over at Cal and say, you want to pocket that?
Yes.
And then I want to go over to that chest that seems to be emulating all this power. And I just want to gaze upon it and assess it to see if I have any knowledge, if I'm afraid of it, if I feel like I should open it.
Okay, make a religion and an arcane check for me.
Religion.
Nice.
thank
I
you.
got a 13. And arcane, I got a 6.
13 in religion.
Yes.
So, you don't know anything about it. It seems like it's
I really
got
am tired of being the stupid dragon.
definitely seems like it's got a ton of power stored within. Like it's just teeming with energy.
If I reach out and touch the handle, does anything happen to me?
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah. Slowly. Slowly. I want to see if I feel any electrical pulses or any danger as I'm approaching this handle.
As you come forward and touch the handle, you're overcome with this feeling of, yes, open me, excitement. Yeah, let's do it. Like so much adventure and so many, it's teeming with potential and possibilities ahead. And embossed on the door almost, it could be a play in your own mind with your religious aspects or whatever, but it almost seems like you see the eyes of Bahamut in this, wait, no, that like pushes you back away from the door.
Mm.
And it's gone. It doesn't seem like when you look at the door there was anything there.
That did it for me. I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, I'm out of here. This is not a good place to be, and I am going to leave. I can get out of here. Did you get me out of the water, Mike? I don't think
Yeah.
you did.
Crazy? You're inside the house.
I can't get into the house. Like if I zoom in too far, I go into like water.
You need to double right click on the floor.
Okay. Phew. Thank you. I
Welcome.
was very upset there for a minute.
What are you guys doing?
I'm getting the heck out of Dodge.
I'm getting the caravan to keep going.
I guess Emus.
So Boogie, you wouldn't have an issue with that. They're ready to go. Everyone's wanting to leave. So pretty easily, if you were just like, come on, guys, they would have been like, all right, finally, let's keep going.
Are you collecting the scrap paper as well?
Also,
Yeah.
I'll explain to the girls what's going on in that building because it is interesting stuff, and maybe they will be tempted as well.
Maybe we could ask the shrooms outside to send the scroll somewhere.
Nah.
Okay. I don't like
Tammy's.
the.
Oh, nice. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't like the idea of keeping it around and with us. It's
Oh, I'm so lost.
troubling to me. Is there anything else around this cabin that like anything else laying out besides the cabinet and this little end table?
You notice a distinct lack of furniture, of a place to sleep, anything like that. Though you still do feel this intense energy coming from this wardrobe.
Yeah, Emus is done with this place. He's gonna leave. Actually, he's gonna come out and see if he can talk to the shrooms one more time.
As you approach, they seem to like shift and shimmy away from being statues to these organic creatures again. Did you read? Tell us. What new story?
Emus is gonna be. I don't even know if they can tell or not, but he's gonna be a little shaken up over the existence of that scroll. Um,
Are they going to find their ship again? And another one asks, yeah, what's going to happen?
well, that's what we are trying to do is find our ship. He's gonna kind of choke out. Listen, could you do me a huge favor?
They turn when you said trying to find your ship, and they start like ignoring you, and you can hear them talking amongst themselves, saying, "We could help with that, right? We help the heroes of the story. We could. I don't know. It seems irresponsible. It might change things.
Help us? What do you mean?
To the ship, travel. We help with travel." And then one guy in the back goes, "Oh, not too bright, is he?"
Uh, can you? How many people could you travel?
Uh, One at a time, any.
How far away are we from Riverdale right now?
Rivington.
Rivington, thank you.
I need to look at the map real quick. I don't know the mileage, but you're a day's travel, which let me look at.
So maybe that's like 20.
Yeah, you guys are about 24 miles away from Rivington.
Emus is gonna run kind of back out as everyone's kind of leaving. Hey, do you wanna see if we can take the whole caravan to Rivington through with the help of these little guys over here, the shroomers?
It's only 25 more miles, man. I don't know. I got a bad feeling about that place. withholding the fact that my god spoke to me.
Okay, Emus is going to return to Shimmers. Well, we won't be using you to travel, but if you do want to help the heroes out, could you do me the favor and travel this cabin back to where it came from?
Mm, why not that strong? People, yes. Then one guy in the back goes, I thought we were going to be part of the story.
Oh, poor guy.
I would hear that and pipe in and say, "Aren't you now part of the story because we learned of you and this cabin?"
They give this little mushroomy shrug. Don't know how it works. Book lady not back yet.
Mm,
Has she been killed before?
She dead? Book lady died? They turn and like look at you exasperated.
I thought we told them
Yeah, we
that the
told them.
werebear. Is she a
Yeah.
blonde lady?
Dead lady you spoke of was Book lady. Oh, now we not the
Oh.
bright ones. And they like all start like rubbing their foreheads and like
We not the bright ones.
Would you guys like to travel with us?
they turn and start like murmuring amongst themselves. Not so simple. We can't leave.
What happens if you leave?
When one of them makes this really exaggerated as he like rubs his thumb across his what is like a half body, half throat.
Okay, well, I don't know what to do with them. Well, I wish you all the best of luck, and try not to travel anyone bad to us. Thanks.
No problem. You're the mushroom's favorite. Don't forget. And they kind of like wave off at you.
Hmm.
Okay.
All right, I guess we're ready to leave. I feel like this is kind of something should have been done here, but all right.
No one's gonna open the wardrobe.
Not with Bezoit's reaction.
Maybe about that time I start heading back.
We got to
E-
realize that also it might not mean that it's evil. It could just be that he doesn't want her to go in.
I I know you really want our souls, DM, but not today.
Not
Okay.
today, Satan.
So y'all heading back? What are you doing? Like getting back with the
Yeah.
caravan and
Well,
Before
so
leaving the area, I want to put my scroll into my cobalt clan purse that only opens for me,
okay.
and it holds up to 200 pounds, so it can fit in there.
Okay. The clamshell opens up and disappears into this interdimensional space.
after talking to the girls, I started hurrying back.
Right. Is everyone in agreement? The caravan continues.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. Who wants to roll our travel fate die?
Oh, I was
Last
I was
day.
heading back towards the cabin, but I guess once I see
Oh, I thought you. Okay, go ahead.
Emus, maybe Emus is the first person heading back to the caravan. I'd be like, "What happened?"
Yeah, you'd
Um,
see Bezoit most likely.
yeah.
So Bezoit, you come out. Boogie's like, "What the hell happened?"
Dude, bad karma, man. Bad karma.
Well, that's kind of scary. Everybody's still fine, right?
Everybody's good. Yeah,
Oh,
we need to
good.
get away from that place, though, I think.
Okay. Now there was a wardrobe, the scroll with our story, and the
Pack of cards.
once you say pack of cards, I'm like, okay, a pack of cards. And I'm imagining that little chest that actually had cards in it, but I didn't see it being opened.
Agatha walks up, having more confidence now than Tammy does, who's still sticking to the stone. Oh, you got a deck of cards. Nice. You can make the trip go quicker. Anyone want to play a game?
Not right now. We should really stick to the road. And I'm going to turn to the cabin, towards the cabin. I want to try something.
Yeah, you gotta tell me what it is, though.
I want to try to cast banishment on the area.
Bento.
Did Tammy appear to pick up and gather those flowers? Or are they
Yes,
still...
Tammy.
Okay.
Tammy currently has the basket with her.
Sweet.
Nice.
As you reach out to do so, the spell doesn't even cast, not meeting the requirements needed for the spell. It's not that you lose the spell, but it doesn't. Can't
Yeah,
conjure
it
the
just
energy
doesn't.
because right.
Yeah, okay, I get it. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Agatha walks over. All right, but I really think we should play cards because these 2 days have been boring.
I don't think these are the kind of cards you play games with.
Why
I
is that?
start trying to chop down the tree.
These are the type of cards that can save our lives in a pinch if there is an emergency.
She furrows her eyes at you. What do you mean by that?
Oh, they're magical cards. They're
Dude,
like
I want to see.
these are the type of magical cards that can turn entire uh,
Is
armies into
this you
dust.
treating me like a kid again, Emus?
No, it's more of I don't want to start flashing the stuff around. I want to examine them more and learn more about them before we try to mess with them.
Hey,
Okay, but
guys, we
when you get a
going or
chance,
what?
I
What's
I
going
want to
on?
look.
Who
I'd like
asked
to
if they
get
want
out
to
of
look?
here.
She just said that when you get a chance to look at it, she wants invited.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Make
So-
an athletics check, Boogie.
17. Bazo, you don't have to worry about us exactly. Like, the caravan's already going.
Yeah.
The tree with a couple of whacks falls down. Not like a couple, but like within about 3
Yeah.
minutes of chopping. Pretty
Okay.
strong bugbear.
I want to make this tree that we've already started fighting against, between Emus and Agatha. I want to make this tree into kind of a terrible new cart. Like, it's the long parts are obviously going to be out of the tree. I'm just going to draw wheels for it because that'd be too much time to craft those. And I'd make some planks out of other spots in order to make another cart.
How long are you willing to spend on this?
I'm looking to spend 10-20 minutes.
I feel like it'd take you longer to make planks out of tree than 10-20 minutes. I was thinking like to get a cart going with like the tandem of your tree and the scroll would probably be like 3 to 4 hours depending on your roll.
3 to 4 hours. Okay. Yeah, I guess that sounds fine. I bet you somebody would help me with that.
You guys are seeing Boogie just chomping away at this wood. You doing?
As we're marching on, Emus is going to go ahead and take the time to count.
Oh,
how
you're
many
leaving
cards.
Boogie? Boogie's behind cutting down a tree trying to make a cart right now.
I don't know why.
Make it easier for us to carry stuff. And also, darn this tree, right?
Okay, well, as I'm waiting for Boogie to do his thing with the tree, Emus is going to count how many cards are in the deck right now.
So there's
I,
a way that you can do this. If you
I
take the
know.
box and like dump it out
Yeah, I
into your
know.
hand. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. and
I'm
then
aware.
fingering along it.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
not. I am specifically not drawing any cards.
Yeah, that's 22 cards.
There's 20. Oh my god.
It is a full deck of many things.
Oh my god. Okay.
It is a deck of many, many things. I don't think Mom understands what's going on with it.
No, we basically just got a god tier item.
So the normal deck of many things is like the worst item ever,
What?
and it has to be
Yes.
homebrewed because the positive effects are nice, and the negative effects are just so ruinous. It just ruins your character,
Oh yeah.
and that's like a third of them just ruin your character immediately. No save or anything.
Yeah, boy.
So
Well,
everybody
you guys
homebrews
officially
that
played in the
stupid crap.
campaign. Where you now have the deck of many things, and I'm not telling you whether I'm homebrewing or not. So proceed with caution.
Oh fuck you. That's
Nice.
that's the worst. That's not what I wanted to hear.
Hey, little kid, want to play with
Yeah.
a card?
Oh god.
Well, Emas, you could like be happy that you got it. We can hear that piano. You should be happy that you got it rather than someone less experienced.
Someone who doesn't know what it is. Yeah.
All right, are you guys leaving Boogie, or are you helping him with the tree and making a cart?
After I'm done counting the deck, Emus is going to set out to scout ahead per normal.
Okay, keeping up with the caravan.
Well, I'm staying ahead of the caravan.
Okay, so you're gonna run ahead of it. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Boogie, seeing people leave you. Calamity, what are you doing, by the way?
What are we carrying that needs help carrying? Because I think that's what I'm stuck on right now on what I should do. Because I have nothing in my hands personally.
It's only the basket of flowers.
Well, we've got 1,000 pounds of store supplies, and we've got kids.
Yeah, but we already have that stuff loaded into the carts that we already have with us.
Well, I mean, Bezoit was carrying kids, so clearly there is stuff that would be nice to have a cart for.
She wasn't carrying kids out of necessity. She was just carrying them because, kids.
I mean, they can walk also, but so it would never have been a necessity.
So I need to know what's going on. Are people staying behind and helping, or leaving Boogie to his devices?
Will it cut the time if I help? Like, what are we looking at here?
Yeah,
How
the two
far
of you could-
behind are we going to be?
If the two of you worked on it together, you'd probably get about 2.5 hours behind.
Are we
Dang.
on horseback?
I'm sure we
Like,
could.
we got our horses from Mariah, right?
You have your horses from Mariah.
So we could cut that time even more. Sprinting our horses up to the party.
Are you gonna hook up the cart to the horses?
Oh, I forgot about the cart.
Is
I
it?
really don't think we need to be messing around with this cart right now.
But currently, your horses are with Mariah. Like, you guys are not. Like, they're ahead of you guys now. You guys are probably about 5 or 10 minutes behind the caravan right
So
now.
there's nothing we can do with this tree at all. That's disappointing. Like, it would be funny.
Can. It just takes time.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm like
Oh.
the party.
I can't think of any use for it.
Take out the chunk that's both of them, they're nat 1 spots. Memorabilia.
Yeah.
Need an answer, guys. What are you doing?
Emus is scouting ahead.
I meant those two, Clamsy and Boogie.
Yeah, I guess that's a harebrained plan that didn't pan out. I'll go ahead and try to catch up also.
Okay. So, you guys continue on towards Rivington for the majority of the day.
Do you still need that fate die?
I do.
If anyone else wants to roll it, I'll roll it. I had my 100 out from earlier.
Let's see it.
Okay. 878.
Nice. If there's another one today, I'll do it.
You guys march on for the rest of the day, seeming without incident. The caravan goes well. There's one little issue where one of the hand carts was kind of wobbling, but the clergy that worked at the place seemed well acquainted with that, so she was able to fix up the cart pretty quickly with just a wooden peg. And you guys go on for about another 8 hours marching along the road. And as you come up over a hill, as the sun is beginning to sink down in the sky, it's not nighttime yet, but it'll be nighttime in about 3 hours or so. You can see silhouetted in the background, silhouetted with the sun in the background, Rivington.
Heyo. That's almost like our home now, even though it's not.
And I think that's what we're gonna pick off next session.
Oh.